So this is a path just leaving Mungrisdale and head up the valley. Looks a beautiful day, a bit cold, but soon warm up. So I think in the background there you can see Blencathra, which will be the fourth climb of the day. And I was right earlier when I said that's Bannerdale Crag. That's the path we've come up, and I'm going to be head up Bowscale Fell, which is hidden over that hill somewhere. So that's the top of Bowscale Fell. I've just missed the path ever so slightly. Look behind me and I've seen it's up there, so I've missed it by about 100 yards I expect. So I'm just cutting a corner back over to the path, Bowscale Fell. So this is the view from Bowscale Fell. I'm at the top now. Here's for another day. These Wainwright hills. Little cairn there at the other side. And this is a pile of rocks at the top. There's Bowscale Fell that we've just come off of. And here's the valley that I walked up earlier. And this is where we're heading now. Bannerdale Crag. What a view. I'm looking at the path I'll be taking later up to Blencathra, past Sharp Edge, and it looks very, very steep. Oh dear. Anyway, that's later. It's Mungrisdale Common. Mungrisdale Common. And that's what's coming ahead. And you can see over there, that's Bowsdale Fell, where I went up first thing this morning. So I think that's the corner of Sharp Edge that you can just about make out, and then we'll scoot to the top. There's quite a few people up there. So here we are, halfway up Blencathra, and I'm just looking across to Sharp Edge. There are some people in and out of the rocks, and it's not called Sharp Edge for nothing. Wow. I'm skating up the side, as you can see. It's like a house wall, very steep. And there we go, this is where I've come from. That's, follow the footpath down there, that's a common. And I just want to show you the view of Sharp Edge. Yeah, there's a couple of people coming up it, can you see? Awesome. Decided that might be a bit too much for Stan. I'm descending down Scales Fell, still looking for a sandwich spot. I'll find one in a sec. And that's a view of Scales Tarn. Nice place for a wild camp, I think. And again, we've got Sharp Edge going up the side of Blencathra. Pockets of snow. A few people descending Blencathra. I suspect they're going down the other fell though. So just descending off Scales Fell after my sandwich and my coffee, which was in a gully over there overlooking Doddick Fell, which you can see going down there. And the hill to the right I'm going to drop down onto and then climb over that. That's my last one of the day, the fifth, and that's Souther Fell. So this is the top of Souther Fell. So look in the background, you can see Blencathra. As I stand further right, you can see the crag summit what I was at earlier. Behind that was the common, but it's a couple of miles behind it. And then that was the first one, the pimple at the top, that was Bowes Fell, the first one this morning. I have to say the path going up to it looks quite steep from here. So we got here at last. back to Mungrisdale. The car's 100 yards down the road. What a fabulous walk. So this is route 1, and I'd just like to start by saying this is the first time I've ever tried to make video, etc., so I do apologise for the quality of what you've seen. It will get better as I progress through the various Wainwrights and indeed into the Munros, which is the whole point of this, I suppose. The walk itself was lovely. Very, very straightforward track up the valley, although I did miss a turn towards the top, a right turn to Bowscale. It wasn't the end of the world, and you could easily cut across, as I found out as I came off of Bowscale, because there's various paths coming off. Of Bowscale to Bannerdale was straightforward, but the path from Bannerdale Crag to Mungrisdale Common is equally straightforward. However, it doesn't actually take you there. It takes you about a quarter of a mile south. You come out onto a very, very, very distinct, clear track, at which point you turn right and you'll drop down to the common. Anyway, that track that I've just mentioned actually takes you up to the side of Sharp Edge, and indeed up to the top of Blencathra. Not shown on the OS map, but it's a very, very, very good track. I would say today the best view, although there's so many good views today, it's hard to choose, but my favourite was coming off of Blencathra down Bowscale Fell, when you get the view of the tarn, you get Sharp Edge, and then you can look down across to Fell Ridge, so that's quite special, and it is my favourite part of the day, I'd say. The whole day was just over 11 miles. I did 3,050 feet of ascent, and it took me about 4.5 hours to walk. I think I was actually there about 5.5 hours, including stops and map reading and taking photos. All in all, it was a very, very good day. Thoroughly enjoyed my first attempt at making videos on the Wainwrights.